I think that would look really good with this. Yeah.
Well, hello.
Hi.
What you looking for?
Bronze.
Bronze. Anything?
Well, right now, bronze ingots.
There should be some in there.
I'm gonna make some bronze chains. What happened to that mine?
Sounds like fun. I see that you got some.
Yeah.
So much for an item conduit. Oh, I think I know where it is.
I wonder if there's a way to reinforce vines.
Never heard of one.
They keep breaking.
It's kind of rickety. So we decided the cut paste gadget is too chancy to use.
I did. I don't think Ian has stopped.
It's because I'm careful what I do with it, but yeah.
Ian, that doesn't. Just because you think you're careful with it doesn't mean that you should use it. It should be banned from the game. It is too cheap. And it can break the game. You should not be playing with it. Like I said. But I can't stop them. Well, technically I could, but I'm not gonna. That would make me
Guess I'm
dirty.
making
The
up.
problem
We decided the
lies...
copy paste gadget is okay, right?
Yeah.
The copy paste gadget does exactly what it's supposed to do, yes.
The problem is you would have to fork a fix for it because it would have to use the power for cutting, which it doesn't. It uses the power of pasting for it.
God dang it, I forgot the
Which they didn't. Which, that's DW20 that did that.
Yeah.
Die with 20.
only 1 banana instead of
As for changing it, I don't know if that's possible or not. It depends on the license.
Hold on.
did 1.5 cups instead of 2 cups of water that I have been doing my bag with the food.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's a little bit on the thicker side.
I don't mind that.
I know. There will be a baked apple later tonight.
Okay. It might be too cold for that, we'll see.
I've been making baked apples, gonna core them and then put a little bit of,
Okay. Thank you. Okay, now, what were you saying?
I don't know if you could change it to where it uses power with cutting.
But it still breaks the world if you use it in the wrong place.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that if you use it correctly, yeah, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But if you're using it like a void item, then it's doing exactly the wrong thing. So it's dependent on people to not abuse it. And you like to abuse things. And don't deny that one. You love to abuse the system. I kind of sort of do too.
I just do it on a grander scale. Also, I figured out something that was that I thought was impossible. If you come over here to the steel crate, ignore the Hornland spawner, look in the middle of that.
The spawner for the wither.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a
Interesting.
wither egg, killing a wither.
That's pretty strong.
So,
I was
now it's
shocked.
yeah. I was shocked too. I was like, I'm not, like, because when I killed the wither, I was like, what's that egg? Oh.
The challenge in that is making a room that can spawn it
And
without destroying the spawner.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring out. The reinforced obsidian, I think, is witherproof. It's just I need to build it bigger.
Well, I can show you what you got to do, Ian.
But the Hornland spawner, I know where to put. Well, at least I know the general direction.
What is your start time pack for Factorio? Or for Satisfactory, sorry?
Satisfactory is in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. And I need to go start dinner here in a little bit and cooking tonight, so won't be on for too long.
Okay, so So, Ian, you want me to show you how you'd have to make a wither spawner?
So,
Before you destroy the world?
yeah.
It's certainly preferable to after.
Mm-hmm. I'm on the nether roof.
I was over here, so I had to set the miner up on the roof.
Finishing the savory part of my dinner. 1 second. All right. Just done? So, do you understand how spawners work? You could say no.
Somewhat.
It's okay.
Somewhat. It's
Okay.
been a long while.
So here's the general gist of how a vanilla spawner works before amping it like crazy with various things, okay? Spawner spawns on the level it's on,
Figured.
the level above it, and the level below it. And when I say it spawns there, that's where its feet spawn. So if you had the platform here, they would spawn here, they would spawn here, and they would spawn here, okay? But if you blocked this spot, they could not spawn on this vertical slab at all, okay? So
Couldn't you just encase the spawn in a queue, and would
Yeah,
they spawn outside that?
I'll get there. Okay. The second thing is they spawn about 4 blocks away, so like that all the way around it. Okay, so if you want, but for most mobs, you need to have head clearance. For instance, for the Enderman spawner, knowing this stuff that I just showed you here, if I made it so that the floor was here and the ceiling was here, the only place that they could spawn is on that level, because they're too tall to spawn on the other two. I think the wither would be similar on that, but I would say that don't even bother with that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to completely fill this level in all the way around. Okay? Completely fill in this level all the way around. And fill in almost all of this level all the way around. Okay? With blocks. Just tons of blocks around the entire spawner vicinity. And then leave a 3 wide area here that's probably about 4 tall, specifically designed for the wither to spawn right here in a cage. And then have a spot right there in the center for you to whack it. Obviously with witherproof blocks.
Yeah, and I think Gandaya reinforced blocks over here. Block against that.
You're gonna want to at least have these blocks here, and probably the same thing here to cage them in, like in this spot too. I think that they're 3 tall. They might require 4 tall to really settle, but I think that they're 3 tall.
That's been my experience.
Agree.
You need 4 high.
So that's what you're going to need, like a cage similar to that, and every other block entirely around the spawner completely filled in so nothing can spawn there at all. Okay? You only want to have that 3 blocks able to spawn. Have fun. And please do it away from where from the basic nether roof waystone, because I would not be surprised if they could actually break that block. Their blue fireball breaks just about everything. The only thing I know that the blue fireball does not break is bedrock. And witherproof stuff.
I think reinforced obsidian block is.
That's witherproof. That's what I mean. Yeah, that stuff that's specifically designed to be witherproof.
That's why I wanted to set up a Grains of Infinity thing, because...
I know. I remember.
And even so, I like the color. I like the block.
Yeah, I would go like 100 blocks in this direction. We have teleport. We have the maybe only 50 blocks, and just set up one of those teleporty blocks you could just teleport to over there. What the hell?
going on?
You see my screen?
Yes, I don't see anything unusual yet. Or are you talking
You
about
don't. The thing that's randomly
sky?
appearing and disappearing as I walk towards it.
My compression's too high. Hang on. Weird.
Yep. The really cool part is if I start to get really close to it, you see it sink into the ground. After it, as it was disappearing.
Let's see if I can see it on Twitch.
I was so close this morning of making a
Weird.
Advanced Miner 2.
Okay, that's so strange.
That was the
I
wither
wonder
proof
what's over
blocks
there.
that I just broke down.
Oh, so there was something there.
Yeah.
That's Distant Horizons playing.
Yeah, it thought that those are there, but they're not actually. Now it makes sense.
Oh, it's one of those you have to move out of the chunk, like field.
You get
Pencil
close
chunks.
enough to them. Well, they're still there.
That's a syncing issue on Distant Horizons. With other clients.
Do you know what it also is? Hilarious.
I want to add Distant Horizons to the TFC stuff.
Well, it's on your side. You can do that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, fighting the Wither and getting the spawn egg was just completely baffled me, and I was like, you gotta not. I was like, yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
resource
that's surprising.
problem solved.
Yeah. I mean, the Wither skeletons are good for the bones and the coal.
You don't need to convince me as to whether Wither's good for you. It's a
The
Wither.
Hornlet spawner, yeah, the Wither spawner, I'm not ever, I think me and Galmer agreed not to upgrade it.
Well, I would put a switch on it.
Well, I already
But,
put
yeah.
redstone. It only has
Yeah,
redstone
that's what I mean.
control.
Redstone thing, yeah. That... I would agree to the redstone thing.
Oh, that's the first thing I do. Like, I place down the spawner before I place the egg in there, put the redstone comparator, and then I place the egg in there so it wouldn't spawn anything. But, unless we want to kill, like, 5 withers at a time.
We don't want to kill 5 withers at a time.
Yeah. But, yeah. The only thing that could do is increase the range of spotting if it needs to be. I'm still trying to look for these item conduits that I made. Ah, found it.
That is an awkward smithing recipe, but that's okay. I don't need to do it that often. It's also what would be considered a complicated smithing recipe. IRL, so...
Yeah.
Even in Vintage Story, it's really annoying to do those. Because you need to... in Vintage Story, the anviling is a... have you seen it? Galmare?
Some, yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta do it pixel by pixel, which means you need to make the chain. It's such a pain.
Can only imagine.
I like. It's Vintage Story. You need to like. Oh, I have to be careful because you have to use every little last pixel of it.
Well, yeah, it's a different animal. There's good things about Vintage Story, and there's annoying things about Vintage Story, just like everything else. There is things that TFC does better, and there's things that Vintage Story does better. But that's because they basically were created from the same cloth and then split off. TFC kept evolving, and so did Vintage Story. And shrink, hit, draw. This might be enough.
I'm just trying to figure
Probably
out
not.
where I should put the horns. Well, not perfect well, like how to do it.
Ow. Okay, first thing we need to do is remove these. I want to do so let's pick them up again. When we're done adding the drawers, I haven't decided, but I'm thinking that we might want to put a top on these things too. Not entirely sure what. Probably be excessive. Some type of a probably a rosewoodish half slab of some description. At least something the same color. Alright. Let's go here.
Alright, I am gonna go make dinner and so forth. Any questions you had back before I head up?
Yeah, come downstairs a second.
16 billion. 16,000.
Hey, what's up?
Here. Well, let me move it. I like, yeah, that's what I want to do for these, but I want to move it over to here. You're hungry, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
IRL as well as in...
Here you go.
Oh, thank
You
you.
gotta not be dying, okay?
I'm not actually taking any damage right now, so...
But you're probably taking, like, nutrition damage, I would say, eventually.
Yeah,
There we go. Alright.
Thank you for the sandwich.
Welcome.
So what's the
What do
question?
you think?
Oh,
And
you made
should we
another
put
one.
something under it like, well, something like that?
Oh, you made them HV. No, EV.
It doesn't need to be that, but it could be a different type of slab, but...
Does it? I mean, I love it if it was glowing at the bottom, but with a solid bottom, I'm not sure that it. Not sure if you can turn it into a something with a.
Well, let's look
Because-
at... Trap. Door. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, well, let's just try a basic one and see how that looks. That's really nice. How expensive is that? I bet you these are ridiculous. Obsidian plates on brass casing. Yeah, let's not do that. That's...
That sounds spendy. Well, I mean, how many do we need? You don't need that many.
Well, maybe.
We have
It's only-
10,000
it's
plus
one
obsidian.
per, right? Yeah, but obsidian's cheap. It's the... Yeah.
Everything
Oh,
is cheap now.
No. No, it's not. Not
I could
everything.
make it millions and millions of stones if you want me. Blocks of.
Yeah. Some things are cheap. Other things are an investment.
Like
Of our
cobble and
time,
stuff.
if nothing else.
Like basalt columns. Infinite.
Okay. Give me a second to make this. Assuming this is going to be annoying to make the initial one of, but let me just see if I got this right. Okay, so we're going to make you. I need you, which means I need to just take this. Yeah. Let me get one of you.
Yeah, I was trying with Galmail to
Oh, I
go
should
around
make-
ideas for other sources of uses of energy of things.
So I like the look of it when it's not solid underneath it. But as soon as we break the make it a block standing by itself, it turns the top solid.
Well, I need some lumber here. I wonder where I'm going to get some lumber.
All right, I'm gonna have to go make dinner.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I saw you
6.
made a second one, Galmail. Nice.
Oh god. It's just like this.
And bigger? Or
And there. Okay. I got it. I got it. Can I just teleport it to you? Doop! That didn't work. Okay.
got right click it.
Now, that could be out of a Vermilife greenhouse trap door. Maybe a rusted iron greenhouse trap door. And it'll probably look the same, except with a slightly different color for the parts that have color. If you're saying anything, I can't hear you right now.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So
That's a great look.
Chat? Because what I could do is, right now, I could work on just getting these placed, and later on, we can work on adding those to it, just similar to how I did the walls. The walls are placed, I still got to do the sticks in them.
Yep, that'd be great.
but
Yeah.
Chat,
did not
I'm
mean
talking to you. Crystal Star, DJD, Lukester, Ryu, people who are in the chat, DDT. Hi.
You're talking to chat back.
Don't forget to check YouTube chat.
It's creepy. It's like I'm looking into the camera at your soul. Which is also creepy.
There's a lot of buckled up in that pack. All right, I'm gonna go. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be ridiculously awesome.
Your soul is still pondering the wither spawner.
I don't blame you.
So the upgrade that disables their AI requires going to the end. So no, we don't have that. What do you guys think about that? And keeping in mind that the whitish tinge could be...
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, thank you. Could be any of these, in theory. The greenhouse ones. Like, it could be the oxidized copper. I really like the oxidized copper look. So we might go with that. Or it could be the rusted iron greenhouse trapdoor look. Now, it's that, or... Just I'll have to put it next to it so they can see the two differences. I'm going to go return coffee. Is it hearted getting to the end in this mod pack then? Well, it's got Gravitas². I will admit, for TFC, for Terra Firmacraft, the Terra Firmacraft is slightly muted in this. It's still Terra Firmacraft, but it's got a lot of the mechanics that make it a little bit easier. That said, Terra Firmacraft is still difficult in the beginning, and Gravitas² is well known to be a very difficult mod to deal with.
Depends on how you set it up and make it. So, at least recipes.
Yeah, the way we set it up and make it is we let Galmer make all the stuff for Gravitas². So it's really easy then.
I'm just trying to figure out a renewable source without lava and change out the boiler so we can have infinite diesel and stuff.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, I already jumped down the rabbit hole of looking at diesel from oil.
Okay, thank you, Ian.
Gravitas²
that again has nothing to do. Anyways, so yeah, it is difficult. I took this mod pack with the intention of it lasting a very long time. I don't intend this to be a short series.
I approve of that.
I know you do. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to set it to this mode. We're going to look at it. Down to place... Not on top. I think that's right, yeah. And I want it to place the maximum amount of way that it can place. And Matt still is worried about, it does touch that wall. If you do it like that. Alright. Damn. I gotta do some measurements. Fine. Undo. I like that distance right... Okay. Did it just eat all those lights? Because I'll spawn them back if it ate all the lights. Did I start that with a pack of 32, a stack of 32? Check the tape. You vastly prefer fun Greg Tech over tedious Greg Tech. Yeah. View on YouTube. Okay. Did it just eat all? I don't need to hear me. Yes, it did. It ate all that. No, I'm spawning that back because that's bullcrap. I would have just gone and broken myself if I thought that they would get deleted. All right, hold on. Stupid game. There. Okay, so let's... Okay, so the other place it's going to be is right here. Right? Yeah, that's right. 3 high. And this is something that we don't need to spam like crazy. Well, we need to go get stuff. Not gonna need you. $47. So that means the space in between is 45. I need like a supersized chart for this because it really annoys me. Okay, so you have 45 spaces in between. And then you add 1 light in the center, so that's 1. They have a total of 44. That's 22 on each side. That's too many spaces. Okay. 43 and 2. 43 does not divide by 3, so that does not work. 42 and 3. 42 does not divide by 4, so that doesn't work. 41 and 4. 41 does not divide by 5, so that doesn't work. 40 and 5. 40 does not divide by 6, that doesn't work. 39, 6. 39, does 39 divide by 7? I don't think it does. It's like 35, right? Yeah, so that doesn't work. 38 and 5. And 7 lights. So that's 8. No, that doesn't work. 37 and 8. 37 does not divide by 9. 36. And 9. 36 does not divide... This doesn't work. No, I'm coming up with an idea. Yeah. That was the wrong button. It's there. Can't believe it didn't get those back to me. You break them by hand and grab them. That was stupid. I'm standing on. I'm at a height level of 38. Good. And then we have the center ones. Those ones we can still do. That's correct. Did I do it in the right place? Yeah, I did. Correct. Good. I don't want to do that though, Doug, because I want them to be pushed away from the wall a little bit. I want the wall to be kind of in shadow. And I want it to be a focus. See, the lights that I have on there are kind of concentrated. If you look at them, you see like a really big contrast to the colors. But if they're in a bit of shadow, they're very muted and it just looks like a slightly dilapidated wall. That's already too bright for me, honestly. I was thinking about moving it even further away. But They will also make cool lights if they're just not all over the place. The important part about this room is that the area below is lit, and the area below is lit great. We can see all the way up there just fine. That's all lit from the stuff down here. Got lots of those all the way along the lines here. So that's the main. This is accent. This is purely for show. Oh, I have another plan though, DJD. Just give me a minute to finish this, and then we'll do part 2. As I often do, I'm not saying what we're doing next. Still, keep suggesting stuff. I don't mind it. Okay, so like that. The center light's going to be annoying. Because that's here. It should go right here. So that's irritating. But I can work on that later. What I could do is I could take this cable and like attach it here and have it go up the side. Now, does this have a center point? I bet you it doesn't. It's gonna be an even number. It's an even number. That's fine. Does that have... Okay, 24. Okay, we're going to go in by... So 24. So it's a space of 22 in between. We put in 2 lights. It's 20. Seven, 1, 6, 1, 7. So one, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be along this line. Shut up. Now, the normal spacing in between the whole thing. Again, is 45. Let's say we move that in 3 blocks. Is this a number that we can work with? If it's not, I'll just move it in another block. So that's 41. What can we do with that? No, we're gonna want like a minimum of like 6 going across. Preferably more like 8 or something. Well, 1, 2. Well, that's 6 going across the bottom. Well, 7. Maybe 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8 going across the bottom. I'd prefer it be more like 6. That works. I think that's 7 in between each. Is that right? Let's see if I got this right. Oh, that light's on the wrong height. I think we're gonna put it one down. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if I got this right. There's one thing I wish stacked to 64. I really wish the scaffolding stacked to 64. Much more functional. Now, if I got that right, if we look, the distance away from the wall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think if we move them all over by 1. One of these in here so that it catches them. That's good.
Like, I would like to employ you to make another spawner.
You're
Not
spawning
spawner,
it.
but
Spawning room.
yeah, spawning room. Sorry.
Let me guess. For the wither?
Hornland. No, for Hornland.
For hoglins?
Hornlands. So we can have
Hornlands.
hogrands.
I know what you're talking about. I gotcha.
Better weapons, but it's really no sort.
All right, I'll work on that in the near future. That could be one of my next big projects. But that means you'll be using that gun more.
I'm going to... I plan to switch out the gun because that's a shotgun, apparently. I'm trying to make a, rifle of that sort, if not
Okay.
pistol. That way I can snipe gas, because I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was a shotgun. Right, you know.
Well, you kind of did. You didn't expect it to be that loud.
Yeah.
I like that. Differences in height. I like it. I wanted to have them at different heights anyways. I was going to do random heights. But I kind of like this better. Unfortunately, I was going to use up all this chain really quick. We're going to have to make more chain. We can at least use this for that, though. Got the wrong button. Okay, vertical column.
The terminal, logic terminal, up to JEI sync. So I don't know if that affects everyone or if it affects me.
The terminal JEI sync. So it's crashing.
No. So when you type in the top, it syncs your JEI up. Even though it's a really small JEI.
It seems to be. Thank goodness it's you. It is client. It is per client.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts. So thank you for warning
I
me.
don't
But
think
it does seem to be
AE is
fine.
like that. I don't know.
Okay, so we got to go back here.
Temple light, temple light. Yeah. Okay, almost.
There. That's not quite enough. I'm going to need one more ingot's worth when I'm done with this. Wait, is there a chain in here? Chain's not in here yet. Okay. I think I might just use regular chain for a few of the spots, just to give it that freaky look that I like to do. Okay, we want to copy paste now. I'm using a gadget I don't use very often. That's a building gadget. Where's the copy paste gadget? Ian,
On me.
could I use it? Thank you.
No problem. Okay.
I was placing down there. Jeez, it's annoying. In this corner. Okay, so I need to find that corner. It's here.
Well, that cleans up most of my waypoints. Good.
Oh. Actually have 7 left. Okay.
Oh, that's close to. I need to.
A little bit, Rio. I have 7 chain. No, I have 8 chains left. That adds some very nice depth to the build, where as you're moving around, you actually see different heights of things. Doesn't that? I think that looks really good. What do you think, guys? Thank you. I've been contemplating how to do that one for days, trying to figure out how I actually wanted to do this. I was contemplating it without actually looking up the chains. I'm still thinking about moving some of these ones up and down.
Continuous crafting.
But I think it's fine. Okay. Let's get some sticks.
with a boar rifle? 80 damage? Jeez.
Freaking zombies.
No, I need crimson wood. Thanks. What?
I did marks across the top too. I did it for that one already, but I gotta do it for all the ones down there. I wish I could copy paste that whole thing. I can't. The gray blocks are different on each one. What I should have done is I should have copy pasted that whole thing and then added the gray blocks later. I could do that now. Just take out the gray blocks and replace them with white blocks, and then I can just do the whole thing. Makes sense. Let me try that real quick. No, I'll do that next time. Because we got set up for satisfactory now.
Volcanic. Well, at least it's not ear deafening like the other one.
Sounds like I'm being shot by those hoglin things, though. This is random. This is why we have a new storage room. Looking forward to never having to do this again.
Ah, dang it.
Fine. Okay. Trying to clear out some of my inventory. It was getting a little bit full. The next thing is those stick walls, and I
Fire in the hole.
really need to do this.
I don't know how to unload it. Actually,
Well, you have fun with that. It's time for me to go. It's satisfactory time. Later, Ian.
unload you. Okay.
Be back in a moment. I'll load up satisfactory and change my titles.